Hello and welcome to the final bonus video for Phantasy Star 4. Well, we have some misgivings about taking you, Demi, that's for sure. Okay, so here's the problem. Demi is hands down the worst character to take with you into the final boss fight. She has low magic defense, but none of Ren's stack of hit points. Her only decent offensive ability is limited and rather pales in comparison to the abilities that your other characters have. And she's still weak against lightning, unlike Ren, whose damage from lightning is severely mitigated by the Guardian armor. She basically has all of Ren's weaknesses and none of his strengths. However, probably one of the worst things she brings to the party is being a second android, which can really mess with your healing patterns. It means that more characters after a devastating attack have to be devoted to healing themselves or others, rather than still attacking the final boss. Still, I wanted to beat the game with Demi on the team. So here we are. It's not that I don't like Demi as a character. I certainly love her tiny robot. However, the designers didn't really think through her endgame potential. Han was basically Magikarp, and Kyra had useful offensive and healing abilities. Grizz can at least hit really hard, and Raja is broken no matter when you get him. But Demi seems to have been sort of passed by in that department. Even if they couldn't give her new skills, they could have at least given her some more killer gear or something like that. Another thing is that she isn't even a big help in getting you there. Medic power is actually pretty weak even with its area resurrect ability. And the instant death attacks, well, one instant death attack she has is only useful against machines. So for most of this, Demi is basically on item duty from what I remember. By the way, if any of you out there are interested in doing your own Let's Plays of older console games, there are a bunch of tools that are easily available to you. Most emulators these days have their own inbuilt record functions, so you don't have to mess around with things like fraps and so on. I try to avoid using external programs like fraps or Bandicam when I can. But in some places, they're rather strictly necessary. Like, well, doing non-old console games. But if you're doing stuff like Genesis or Nintendo, you could probably record through a chosen emulator. I use Fusion. And the way I do the rest is that I do the editing and recompressing in Virtual Dub, and I do the actual voice recording and sound mixing in Audacity, and then Virtual Dub again to add in the new audio, and, well, there you go, you have a video. In fact, when I was first considering doing Let's Plays, one of the things I really wanted to actually do most was MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. Because even if it wasn't totally free right now, I still have the original discs. However, I realized that would require me to actually be good at MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries, which is rather a bridge too far. So that's really not going to happen unless people suddenly want to see someone face roll a game in easy mode. Demi has taken catastrophic damage. Again. Oh yeah, that reminds me. The Rycross ring is a red herring. My mistake, nobody can equip it. It's just there to be in your inventory. I think maybe it was just another oversight, because there are a few things that were cut from the release of this game. There's data slots for items that weren't implemented, like a weapon called the Blood Axe. And apparently there was originally supposed to be a map item in this game too. However, none of these were implemented and are just listed as nothing in the game code. I'm sure there are a few ROM hackers that can help you out if you want to know more about that sort of thing. I think you're seeing where my healing problems are coming in right about now. Demi and Ren have to heal separately because they're robots. If I had Raja with me, it wouldn't be a problem. You know, the whole game isn't a problem if you have Raja, because Miracle heals robots. Which does remind me, I was kind of talking with someone earlier about androids in Phantasy Star and other games, and I came down to that idea of doing some kind of weird crossover, or, you know, just entertaining the idea of 4Ren being a secret character in a Mega Man X game. But then I got to thinking that Ren has a bit too much dignity to show up in an X game. I love playing most of the Mega Man X games, at least, well, okay, maybe just 1 through 4. But I really think that the writing started to truly get away from itself with X4 onwards, as amusingly entertaining as it was. But doing a playthrough of the X games, I don't really know how that would go right now, because I know going back, there are some games that I used to be able to beat just fine, but I really just can't anymore, like Super Castlevania 4, and I wonder kinda if that's going to be the same way with Mega Man X. Yeah, the Profound Darkness went really softball on me this time. I've never seen it use Evil Eye this often. And one reason I've held off on doing certain games that I like is that there are plenty of games that I really like to play and talk about, but can't actually beat. Like, well, Super Castlevania 4, El Viento, and so on. But I'll deal with that when I come to it. I used to cheat like a ninny, but it doesn't feel right to cheat to beat a game for the purposes of a Let's Play. Though I have seen it done before. I saw it done in the first Let's Play of Valis 2 Turbo that I ever ran across. Though the guy only really cheated in stage 5, which is understandable. Okay, and that's it. That is the last of the bonus videos for Phantasy Star 4. This has been R-Typer, and I will see you next game.